Hello everybody, in this video we're going to talk about how to solve quadratic equations by graphing the quadratic as a system. And so what we're going to do is look at a couple examples that we see on the screen right here. And notice how we have 4x squared plus 7x minus 3 is equal to negative x minus 4x plus 2. So algebraically, yes, we could just add x squared, add 4x, subtract 2, so we could set it equal to 0. And we could use any number of methods that we want, right? Try and complete the square, quadratic formula, see if we can factor it, graph just the one parabola. But we can also graph these two separate quadratics as a system, and our solution would just be where they intersect, right? So in our calculator, we can graph for y1, 4x squared plus 7x minus 3. And then for y2, we can graph negative x squared minus 4x plus 2. So I have my graphing calculator here. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on, and we're going to go into y equals, and we want to go ahead and type in our two equations. So we have 4x squared plus 7x minus 3, and then we're going to go down to y2 and do negative x squared minus 4x plus 2. And I'm just going to hit graph, and we see our two parabolas that show up on the graph right there, and we have two intersections. So now on the calculator, we can use the intersection feature. I do have a video on how to do this. I'm going to show you how to do it right now, but if you want to watch a more in-depth video, I'll put that in the cards right now. And so we're going to do second trace, and then we want the fifth option, and we're just going to hit enter, enter, enter. So now, in our original equation, did we have a y variable? We did not, right? We added that in there. We said these were equal to y, which we can do. But what that means is our solution is just the x value of this intersection. So we're just going to say x is, and this is approximately 0.39. Okay, so that would be one of our solutions, because we do notice there are two intersections here. So we're going to go back and do second trace intersect. But now before we hit enter 3 times, let's move our cursor closer to the other intersection. Now it doesn't have to be on the other intersection. It just needs to be closer to the other intersection than the one that we just did previously. Now we hit enter 3 times, and it's going to tell us our solution. So we have x is approximately negative 2.6. Okay, or we could write that as 2.59. So those would be our two solutions there for number 1. All right, now for number 2, we're going to go back to y equals, and we're going to clear out what we have. And we're going to type in for y1, we're going to type in parentheses x minus 3 quantity squared plus 4. And then for y2, we're going to type in negative 4 over 9x times a quantity of x minus 6. So in y1, we're going to do parentheses x minus 3, close the parentheses, we're going to square that, and then plus 4. And then we're going to do for y2, negative 4 over 9x in parentheses x minus 6, close the parentheses, and hit graph. Okay, so now when we graph these, we notice that we only have one intersection here, right? So we can do second trace intersect, enter, 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 and it's going to give us our solution. So in this case, we're going to say x is equal to 3, and that is how we can solve quadratic equations by graphing as a system.